Morning students, welcome to offline classes for 8th standard. In this class we are discussing a chapter called microorganisms, friend and flow. In part up to part 3 we have discussed useful and harmful microorganisms or microbes. How microorganisms are useful to human beings, and the same way how microorganisms are harmful to human beings, that we have discussed in up to previous parts. In today's part 4 we are going to discuss about some important topic about the chapter called microorganisms, friend and foe. So that is food poisoning. So as you know, you people are normally we hear this word food poisoning. So what happens? What is food poisoning actually called? So for example, sometimes you may go to some parties or you may visit some kind of functions. There you ate full amount of food items. You ate. After sometimes what happens? You get vomiting sensation and you get continuous vomiting and you start motions. Then what happens? Then you'll go to doctor and you'll start and he will start treatment. I'll give will start treatmenting you and you say that you got food poisoning. Then what is actually for food poisoning? The food poisoning nothing but when the food is opened, when the food is not covered, if it is kept open, so many bacteria may attack the foods which you kept open, and they spoil the food items. And when they not only spoil the food items and they turn into toxic. The food items which you kept open, they turn into what are toxic substances. And if you eat those food items, then you go to suffer these kind of problems. And if it is may go serious, even it may leads to death also. So that you should keep your food items safely and you should cover properly. If you not cover your food items, your food is getting spoiled. This is a spoiled food. If you eat, you may go to suffer the called water food poisoning. Why the food get poisoning? Due to attack of microorganisms. So that we need to preserve our food in a proper way. What are the different methods? There are different kind of methods are there to preserve our food. So these are the different kind of methods which by using these methods we can preserve our food without getting spoiled from the microorganisms. So that microorganisms can spoil all the kind of food items which you kept open. So how can we preserve them? So there are different methods are there. One is chemical method, that is preservation by using common salt. The third one is preservation by using sugar, preservation by using oil and vinegar, and heat and cold treatment. So these are the different methods are there to preserve your food without getting spoiled. So first one, that is what is chemical method. Here the food items cannot get spoiled. To preserve it should be stored for some days. We can add some chemicals. By using chemicals we can store for a number of days without getting spoiled. So by adding chemicals to the food items without getting spoiled, such kind of method what we call chemical method. Normally we will use what? Salt and edible oil we will use. What is edible oil? So there are number of oils are there. The oil which we eat, that is called edible. The edible oil and salt we will use to preserve our food item. Hence the salt and edibles are also called what? Preservatives. What we call for them? Preservatives. So salt and edible are called what? Preservatives. So why we call preservatives? They help to preserve the food items for number of days. And even some other chemicals like sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfate we are using as a chemicals for storaging of our or preserving of our food without getting spoiled. The next one, preservation by using common salt. Here in your home you may think that mom has prepared a pickle or the meat she may prepare at home. Those meat or the pickle which my mom has prepared, if you want to store for number of days, she used to add more amount of salt. When the more amount of salt if added to the pickle and meat, it can store for 2 or 3 days, and pickle can store many number of days. Why? Here the common salt is very important to make without getting spoiled of that food. It can store for a number of days. So this is what the second method of preservation. Next one is preservation by using sugar. So you may eat jellies, jams, squashes. Squashes means which you prepare juice like mango juice, and you will get the squash in the market. Those squash and jellies, jams can be preserved for a number of days. How they can preserve for a number of days? They add more sugar in them. When they add more sugar in them, those kind of food items can be stored for a number of days. Examples are here: jams, jellies, and squashes. So these are the food items can be stored for a number of days or preserved for a number of days without getting spoiled by using water, sugar. Next one, the preservation by oil or vinegar. So here the same. So the meat, the pickles, these kind of food items can be stored for a number of days, can be preserved for a number of days by using water, oil or vinegar. These are the oils can be used to preserve your food without getting spoiled from the microorganism. The next one, heat and cold treatment. So here, so bacteria, the bacteria can grow in a particular temperature. So in that particular temperature, we need to if they get such particular suitable temperature for them, so they start taking their place and they start spoiling of your food. So here the two important methods. By this method also we can preserve our food. For example, milk. So milk, you may see that in your home in the morning, what we call ready, or the milkman may come and give a liter of milk or maybe half liter of milk. What your mother going to do first of all? Yes, she will boil that milk. Why she will boil that milk? And you know that you just observe your mom is keep boiling that milk every 2 hours or 3 hours or after 4 hours. In morning once she will boil, in the evening once she will boil, in the night also she will boil. Why she will keep boiling the milk? That is the microorganisms at 70 degrees Celsius. She used to boil at 70 degrees. Normally it is boiling. Why? Because when you boil the milk, milk contains number of bacteria inside, number of microorganisms inside. So when you boil the milk, what happens? Those microbes which are present in the milk, they get died. So that always you need to boil the milk oftenly every day. So this is found by Louis Pasteur. This method of boiling the food items without getting spoiled them, such kind of method what we call pasteurization. What is pasteurization? Heating of food items to kill the bacteria or to kill the microorganisms in them. This kind of method what we call pasteurization. This is first done by Louis Pasteur. So that it is called what? Pasteurization. Pasteurization is what? Heating the food items to kill the microorganisms present in them. This is called pasteurization. Even the cold treatment. So number of food items we will keep in the fridge. Why? Because they should not supposed to get spoiled. Vegetables you may keep or fruits you may keep in the fridges. So those food items never get spoiled. Why? Because there is no bacteria will get not attack on them. So these are the treatments by using we can store or we can preserve our food items by these different methods. If you not preserve the food items properly, what happens? Your food may get spoiled, and the spoiled food item if you eat, you may get a number of health problems, and finally you may go into die also. So that you should preserve your food items properly. The last one, the storage and packing is very, very important. The storage. So whatever the food you have prepared, you should store in a clean container. You should not supposed to store the plastic items or maybe some iron made items. That you should not supposed to store. You should store in a proper way. Like nowadays, if you go to the market, a number of food items like dry foods. Dry foods, they store in closed or packed seal covers. So those when they store in the closed covers, there is no attack of microbes takes place. So whatever the food items you are purchasing from the market, you should check whether they are sealed or not. If they are not sealed, if they opened, better you should return it back to the shopkeeper and take new one. So by following these methods, at least you can preserve your food items in a proper way, and when you do this method, you may go to prevent food poisoning. So otherwise, it will affect your health. So this is about the class. In the next class, we will discuss more about this chapter. Thank you.